Have you ever walked into a house and thought, this is it, this is the one? The kitchen is perfect, the light is amazing, tons of natural light, and you're already mentally placing your couch and your TV in the right spot. And then just 6 months later, you realize you might have made a really big mistake. Today, I want to talk about something incredibly common that almost no one thinks about enough. What I call the wrong block problem. In Seattle especially, micro location matters more than almost anything else. We have such unique neighborhoods and different areas that the block you choose can affect your commute, your sleep, your resale value, and above all else, your sanity. If you're house hunting this spring, or you're planning to, this is something that you need to hear. And as we go, I want you to tell me in the comments, what's one non-negotiable about location for you? Quiet street? Is it walkability? Is it that commute time? So put that in the comments now and let's get into this. Okay, first we're gonna talk about why the block matters. Here's something that I tell buyers all the time. You can renovate a kitchen and you can update a bathroom, but you can't redecorate the street that you're on. I've seen buyers fall in love with beautiful homes that back up to busy main roads, sit on bus routes or right by a bus stop, or are next to something they didn't even notice during the showing. And the reason this happens isn't because they're careless or they don't understand. It's simply because listing photos are designed to make you focus inward on the property itself. They don't focus outside. So naturally, you're obsessing over the finishes, the staging, and the layout, which are all really important parts. Ultimately, though, long-term happiness is about what's outside your front door. And the truth is, your daily experience of a home is shaped far more by the location and the friction that can bring than by whether your backsplash is quartz or tile. So let's talk about the subtle things that create those problems that you might encounter. Okay, the traps that buyers miss most often. I want to make one thing super clear. When I say the wrong block, I don't mean the wrong neighborhood. I quite literally am talking about the specific block within the neighborhood that you choose to buy in. There are a few patterns that I see over and over after helping over 300 people purchase and sell in the Pacific Northwest. First, we get street noise. The house you found might technically be in a quiet residential area, but it's just one house away from a major artery, which means cut through traffic. It can mean blaring headlights through your windows at night and engine noise that you may not have heard during our 20-minute showing at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday. So you have to be aware of that. Second up, the illusion of what your commute could be. A house might be just 10 minutes to downtown or South Lake Union on Google Maps at 1 p.m. But what about at 8:15 a.m. on a rainy Thursday morning or on a game day? Commute reliability is completely different from the actual distance of your commute. And third, there could be a mismatch in the vibes. Sometimes the house is genuinely perfect for you, but the surrounding homes could either be rentals with a lot of turnover, or there might be an apartment building right next door, or maybe there's a business that operates late into the hours of the night that completely changes the feel of the whole entire block that you're on. And now, none of these are really like deal breakers automatically, but they are variables, and most buyers don't investigate them deeply enough before they make a decision. So how do you test a block before you buy? Obviously, a lot of these snags will only crop up when you actually live somewhere. It's really tricky to suss them out on a quick tour, like I mentioned on Tuesday at 2 p.m. So here's what I recommend to my buyers. Visit the house more than one time. You have to pop back at different times of the day, swing by at night, drive past during rush hour, sit in your car outside the house for 10 minutes and listen to the noise levels. If you're really convinced it's the property for you, even drive the commute at the exact time you would normally leave for work. This is a really important one, especially if you have a long commute. Testing that at the time you would normally go can be essential. Or maybe you want to grab a coffee and walk the surrounding street. Do you see people out walking their dogs? Are there sidewalks? Does it feel active or isolated? And does that match what what you want or not. Check where the nearest bus stops are. Even if you don't use transit, this could impact the street noise right outside your house. Make sure you take a look at the satellite view as well to check out what's behind the property. Is there a parking lot, a church, a commercial building, even a future development site? I tell all of my clients to use seattleinprogress.org to look at future developments that could be coming in the neighborhood. And this all might seem a little paranoid, but dedicating a few hours to research could save you living on a block that you eventually come to resent. If you're working with an agent already, this is exactly the kind of thing they should be helping you analyze as you're going through the process of buying a home. Now, let's talk psychology. When you fall in love with a house, your brain might start to protect the decision. You'll find yourself downplaying the busy road or rationalizing the commute time, saying, oh yeah, we'll just get used to this. And listen, sometimes you do get used to it. Location regret tends to show up slowly because it becomes a daily annoyance that just compounds over time. Those extra 20 minutes in traffic or constant loud street noise creeps up until you genuinely realize that you're unhappy. This is why I always tell buyers, don't just picture the house on move-in day. Picture a random dark Tuesday in November. Are you still happy on that Tuesday? If the answer is yes, great, you found your house. But if you're hesitating, you might want to listen to your gut about that. Okay, let's talk a little bit about my favorite subject, which is resale value. And this is something I talk about with all my buyers. So before you tell me, but we're not thinking about resale, this is long-term, I get you, and I've definitely heard it all before. The reality though, is that most people move sooner than they expect. Jobs can change, kids can happen, and life is just generally unpredictable, which can cause different moves. And when that happens, the same block factors that you may have overlooked for something that could annoy you or maybe doesn't, it will be noticed by potential future buyers. And I promise you that. Homes on quieter, more convenient blocks tend to sell faster and with less friction, but those homes on the busy streets often need sharper pricing to actually move. So even if you do genuinely plan to stay there for 10 years, buy something that the next buyer will also feel confident about moving into. It's not just being pessimistic, it's being strategic about your future. Here's really the bottom line. When you're touring homes, don't just ask, do we love this house? Ask yourself, would we choose this block if the house were just average, if we didn't love the house? And be honest with yourself. If the answer is no, and you're only tolerating the block because the kitchen is stunning, that could be a red flag. This is where having someone objective in your corner matters. My job as a real estate agent isn't just to help open doors so you can see the home, it's to help you pressure test decisions before you make them. If you're house hunting right now and you're unsure about a specific block, drop the neighborhood in the comments and let's talk about it. I want to know where you're looking and what you want to know about that block. And if this was helpful, make sure you hit that subscribe button or share it with someone who's searching for a home in Seattle right now. I post new videos regularly breaking down the stuff buyers don't always think to ask. And if you know someone starting their search this spring, send this to them. They might find this super valuable so they don't regret the block they're on. It might even save them from buying the perfect house in the wrong place. Because at the end of the day, the goal isn't just to win a house, it's to actually love where you live. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you on the next one.